There are wounds that never shows on the body, that are deeper and more hurtful than anything that bleeds. This quote was by L'Oreal Hamilton. Once again, good afternoon. Welcome to the program Wounds of the Heart, where we are here to heal any form of wound that has been caused by trauma, mental issues, emotional distresses, and anything. I bring experts. I bring people who are well indebted in the topic that we are going to discuss, and they will bring their minds, teach you what to do, and how best we can cope with anything that you are going through. Today, I have a beautiful lady once again in my midst that she has been supportive this year with me on Wounds of the Heart. And when you're praying, you say a prayer for her because she has done well. And as I said, if you want to share a comment, join us in this discussion, you can go to the Facebook pages, Hope Channel GH, both Facebook and YouTube. And at the comment section, you can write what you want to contribute to the program. If you have any question, you can send them there. Or if you want to reach out us by our WhatsApp handle is 0559680066, 0559680066. And we'll have time to respond to any messages that you will send. Once of the Heart, we want to go to campuses to talk directly to young people as a student. We want you to support and to help us. And if you want to do so, is 0559 535554, 0559 535554, and we will take time and support these young people. Today, a lot of us are experiencing certain things as we are aging, and in our adulthood, there are a lot of things we don't understand why it is on us. But if I can tell you, anything that we are doing now stems from when we were young. And today, I have with me an addiction specialist, a mental health practitioner, someone who receives invitation to speak mental health issues with institutions, with church organizations, with corporate world or corporate bodies, and especially with the young people, male in quote, to help them as well. She's the person of Esther Chua Opoku. She has been a beautiful guest this year with me on Hope TV. So help me welcome our dear sister. Esther, you're welcome.
Thank you, Pastor.
How is it going?
Everything is cool.
Yeah, we are here once again. I know in your facility a lot of cases come, cases that even those people who are bringing the case don't even know why they are doing that. I know a lot of us watching or people who we meet are behaving some way as they grown up. Is it always the case that we pick characters and attitudes as we've grown, or it stems from as we are young? What is childhood trauma, and how does it affect our adult behavior is what you want to discuss. So how does childhood trauma shapes the person's behavior later in their adulthood? But you can define to us what childhood trauma is, and you can take it from there.
Okay. So before we even get to what childhood trauma is, we have a way, let's say, the brain works on its own with our emotions. So we first start with our beliefs and our thoughts. So how do we form our beliefs and our thoughts? Our beliefs and our thoughts are formed from our families because they are the first point of call when you are giving birth to. So that's where your beliefs and your thoughts are formed. And the church and other environments around you, that's our first point of call. So your beliefs and your thoughts are going to form your feelings and your mood. So from your feelings and your moods, then that's going to determine your behavior. Then your behavior in turn is going to form what? The consequences of your actions. So our brain goes through that cycle.
Okay.
So before we can say what trauma is, trauma on its own is the emotional, physical, and psychological response to an event.
Come again. The physical,
emotional and psychological response to an event. Let's say a distressful what? Event.
Okay.
Are you getting it?
So we can be traumatized with beautiful things. Definitely it's supposed to be distressful.
Oh, let's say some way, somehow, we can also be traumatized with, let's say, a nice event. But as I said earlier, your beliefs and your thoughts about the thing is going to shape your feelings and mood. Then it's going to determine your behavior. Then that behavior is going to determine the consequences that is going to come out of it.
Okay.
Let's say a wedding is a very beautiful event.
Exactly.
But I'm coming from a house where I'm being told, wedding is not good though.
Okay.
The people who did wedding in our house, they died or they didn't give birth. So if you see such a person and you introduce wedding to, it is going to be a distressful event for the person.
Yeah.
If care is not taken, that person will say no.
Okay.
I don't want to die, or I don't want to have a wedding, then I won't give birth.
Okay.
Because that is the belief from the childhood and from the family. That's what they believe. But generally, we all think, oh, someone wants to marry you and have a wedding with you. It's a beautiful thing. So it all depends.
Okay, the belief.
From the belief.
Okay.
And the belief is coming from the family. Let's say family, we are not even taking out those who are orphans. Wherever you find yourself from baby coming, that is your family.
That's a family, yeah.
So whatever they know is what they are going to what? Teach you.
Yeah.
Then with that, it's going to form your mood and feeling. Then with that, from your mood and feeling, you are coming to what? Form what? A behavior. Then from the behavior, that is going to determine what? Your consequences.
Oh, that's a good stage. Okay. Thank you for that. So continue. I'm not this topic. I'm so much into
so that's where we are coming from.
Okay.
So the trauma is the response the individual gives to an event.
Okay.
Emotionally, psychologically, and emotionally.
Okay.
So childhood traumas are, let's say, traumas that people, let's say, responses that people learned or went through during an event during their childhood. So growing up, that is what you are building up on. Let's say you build up emotions and other things. Because if my mom tells me, when we go out, don't eat from people.
Okay.
When I grow, I wouldn't be eating from people. Even if friends meet, I feel like me mama say mami ndidi wo obi fie. So maybe your friend will tell you, how you obi fie? We are friends. So they need to do what? Let's say do certain what? Changes.
Yeah, exactly.
So when you raise the topic, I was asking you which direction are we going to?
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of direction to this.
Yeah.
Because maybe in my house, we eat together. In another person's house,
individual,
they don't eat together. So if you put us together and you want us to eat together and feel free, it will not work for the person
who eats individually.
But that doesn't mean eating together is bad and eating individually is bad.
Okay.
From the other person's perspective, when you are eating with people, it won't help you to even see the quantity of food you are eating. You would overeat. So they want to check your weight for you. So they want you to eat alone so that you learn how to eat on a table and those things, because you'll be able to check when you are eating alone. From the other person's perspective, when you eat in group, it bonds you.
Yeah.
It bonds you. So these are two different groups.
Exactly.
With two different beliefs.
Yeah.
Which are all perfect.
Which are all perfect. Yes, which are all perfect, yeah.
Because they have good reasons attached to whatever they are doing. But growing up, I'm married. My husband, I want to eat with my husband. My husband is just not okay with me eating with me.
Yeah.
This can cause a whole lot of issues in the house. So these are basic, let's say, traumas that we close our eyes to, but brings a lot of problems in our homes when we grow up.
So with the shaping, so it means that you just told us, it means that the one who were eating together growing up, when he or she grows and the partner also from where he or she is coming from, eats individually or separately, it's going to pose a problem or a challenge because
Yes.
we are not the same. We are
not the same.
But is it true that early life experiences can influence how we think, we feel, and react as adults?
That is our basics. It influences it. Let's say it influences it from where you are coming from. From where you are coming from.
I mean, if you meet somebody in your work office space or your church or whatever, some behaviors are not supposed to be, we need not to stigmatize behaviors or judge them because it may be as a result of how they were brought up.
Let's say a child that has been, let's say, molested during childhood. We might have two groups. One who has been molested would not want to get intimate with anybody when they grow up. Another person who has been molested would want to get intimate with everybody they see. So these are same trauma,
but
different response. So we would need to handle people differently from where they are coming from their beliefs. So we can't say you are not doing well. You need to understand the basics behind whatever the person is doing. I'm a free-spirited person. I don't take things serious. People who know me know that. Me serious. Because from where I am coming from, my father doesn't make things serious.
Okay.
Because the theater crowd holding are you getting it?
Yeah.
He's made you believe that any situation that you get into, life has not ended. You will not be the last. So cope with it. Then the next person who has been pampered cannot face it. I quite remember a patient I nursed when I started mental health. I used her for my case study. What brought about depression was that there was a wedding in the house. And that was the first time there were a lot of people in her house. And she had to share a bed with someone. So it became so traumatic. She said her privacy has been invaded. And she feels like, did the person see everything in my room? Did she like it? Was she nice? What is the person going to... You see how the thoughts were coming. Different from my sister who is at Agbogbo, she's sleeping in your kiosk. If she even gets two people on a bed, it's all say for the person. So when we talk of trauma, everybody has a way of analyzing what trauma is and how they are response to. And it all boils down to how they believe things, how their values are shaped. How their values are shaped.
With example of a child coming from a broken home, he or she didn't see mother, father staying together. She goes here, she goes there, or he goes here, he goes there. What will be the future of this particular person when it comes to marriage?
This particular person, we would have two groups.
Okay.
We would have one who would say, oh, due to what I went through without a mother and father, I would definitely want to build a home for my children.
Very good.
So that my children will not go through that.
Okay.
That is one group. Another group will say, I didn't have mother and father. I survived. So what is it?
Okay.
So that person doesn't have anything to, let's say, hold on to in the marriage. So if the partner is saying, let's do this, it becomes weird for such a person. So one might do correction, which in turn, even in the marriage, if the partner can take advantage of it and say that Because this one likes the marriage so much, the other party can even misbehave.
Exactly.
Because this one doesn't even want the marriage to break. And this one can take monopoly over that. And the other partner will misbehave. The other partner can also be rough because he's built up in a rough environment. He wasn't shown any love, any affection from any parent. So he or she doesn't also know how to give it. So it depends on the person's response to the trauma. So it's not all one-sided, that automatically when you come from a broken home, you are going to face problems. Because I've seen broken homes come up with a lot of psychological issues. I've seen people who are in a stable home still also come up with psychological issues. And broken homes, people do well. And those who are in families also do well. So it all boils down to the individual's belief, genetic makeup, the environment you are going to come out from, and how you are going to be shaped. That's where the difference is going to come from.
Viewers, in case you just joined in, we are discussing childhood trauma against adult behavior. Why is that person behaving the way he or she is behaving? Is it as a result of what he or she experienced as growing up, or what she saw growing up, or what he saw his people or parent did when he was growing up? And with me is Esther, a mental health practitioner and as well as addiction specialist. She's sharing ideas and she's, I wouldn't say lecturing, but then we are discussing what it is and how best we will be able to manage or help people in that regard. But Esther, do we have some trauma that are lasting? It was not going to, childhood trauma that will still last in the mind of the person or the person till the person dies? Do we have a lasting trauma?
We have people who are not able to let things go. If you get such a person, that trauma is not going to go. And let's say we have what you call the post-traumatic stress. Sometimes it doesn't always go. That's what I've realized. Sometimes
the post-traumatic stress.
The post-traumatic stress, it doesn't always go. It doesn't always go. I think sometimes experience is the best teacher. Because we were doing post-traumatic stress, PTSD, people come, you teach them. But when you experience it firsthand, then you realize that
you never joke.
No, this is not something that we should joke with. So you should be, let's say, nice to people and handle the trauma well. I think I had an accident in 2023.
So she's sharing
the car geared off the road and we entered into a ditch. So right now, if I'm driving, I don't go close to gutters.
Post-traumatic is
that is post-traumatic. It's like when you pass around where the gutter is, especially when I'm working with my big sister, I say, Sandra, you're getting closer to the gutter. Then she say, I am not close to the gutter. Then you say, you understand, it's okay. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
So you see, the trauma doesn't really leave you. The trauma doesn't really leave you at a point. I think the second one was my auntie died. I have picked her from the hospital. We were coming. So he was having that deep snore. I look into the eyes and I realized that no, this woman is going. But I need to be strong. So from that day, if you sit in the front side of my car and you sleep, I panic.
So that's the post-trauma. You're still reliving that experience.
I panic. So it's like the initial stages. When my friend sat in the car and said she came for night and she has waited so long. So when we were going, she started sleeping. I panicked and I woke her up. I told her, if you sleep like this in the car, you are going to die on the road because you are scaring me. Then he says, if you don't take this, your post-traumatic stress away from me. Are you getting it? So when it comes to certain traumas, you as an individual will definitely try to let it work. But as time goes on, you'll be having a little of those traumas. You'll be having it. Because in the initial stage of the issue, I wasn't able to sleep.
Okay.
Because when I sleep and anybody sleeping beside me, you snore, I wake up. I would want to have to come and check whether you are alive.
Yeah, so.
So that is post-traumatic stress. It doesn't always leave you, not necessarily from childhood, but as you are growing, whatever you go through and it traumatizes you, depending on how you take it, it sometimes doesn't go. Truth be told.
Okay. A lady or a boy who was abused parasexually or emotionally or any form of abuse as growing up. So let's use sexual abuse. That is more, we can actually more. What is the life of this person? 2 ways. You're going to tell me 2. So give me the 2 sides.
The life of this person is not going to be good. Because if the person was sexually abused and the person didn't like it, that person is going to go through hell. Sometimes, even after marriage, you see them having sexual issues with their partners. Because it's like anytime you want to be intimate with them, the flashbacks come back. Because when it comes to trauma, anytime that kind of event is getting close to you, you have the flashback. And when you have the flashback, you are not going to do, it isn't going to go well with you. And even from the second part, the person will just be intimate but can't connect with you.
Oh, just doing it because it is okay.
That is when, after that, the person just gets on the street to do it with everybody because they've opened the gateway from a child, let's say 12 years, and it continues like that. That child can't connect. He loses that kind of connection and bonding. So they do it as an act, but not a form of bonding or enjoyment.
Okay, as an act, but not enjoyment or pleasure or bonding or whatever.
Yes.
Okay. What of neglect?
Neglect is serious.
A child who was neglected
would always seek attention.
So if the person is of age, an adult seeking attention may mean that
the person wants to always satisfy everybody.
Okay.
Because of attention.
Okay.
Because he has been neglected. So anybody shows attention, the person gears towards the person. Because that's what the person is lacking.
Okay.
The attention.
Hey.
Until the enemy. Until be obeman attention or no honor. So even if someone who doesn't even deserve the person, ni low self-worth or form. In say self-esteem no form. If somebody shows any form of affection, and affection, Papa Bia, she lacks it, so she doesn't know the difference between this is breadcrumbs and this is the original one. So even breadcrumbs, obeji.
Are they the same people who say, I'm clingy and I am clingy with people? They always want to clinge with people. They be what?
No. The clingy aspect is there. That person always wants to be attached to you, but not only attached to everybody.
Okay.
The clingy one, or you clingy to a specific person. It be a partner or you clingy to. So as I say, but on you clingy to everybody. But the yaka attention is say, Oba baby
everybody
so when even if the person or your people pleaser,
okay,
which is not right. Into stressing the crowd, person or yena onya attention.
Okay. So the one who is clingy to his partner or her partner, would it be as a result of when growing up he or she didn't get that, or he saw this clingy thing happening? I don't know, but because nobody.
Or you're clingy to maybe from the parents, or you're clingy to them.
Okay.
He or she wasn't detached. Obo asimi to me ma me banko baby ah.
Okay.
Unto me ma banko baby aboni obeko. So obo to bo okọ yede ne koto boarding house ko beba back. Na ya sesan akọ ma ne day school because ne parents ni ho nti me nya den. Entna. If you get in touch with such a person, tell me your person or around you. No, you're clingy, no. And we have another group on us, so you're clingy because he or she has lost someone through maybe or two kind wewu and now bibi nti sa wo kra no a it looks like some way. Yes, okra ne say wokwa ba na ye ne say ana also kwa omba.
Yeah, I know a lady as we speak now can't respond to goodbye. So when talking to her, so bye. And I asked her why. He said that's the way, the last word from her dad who is dead.
Yes. So anytime you say the goodbye, a bit click yaba. Say, is it the last word I'm going to hear from this person? That's why I say, unless you feel it, sometimes
you don't understand.
You don't understand it to be like, or can goodbye no we and me can goodbye. As I say, you would name.
Friends, we're having a discussion on what we have experienced as growing up and how birth is affecting our adulthood. There are a lot of people you're working with. There are a lot of people you see, a lot of people who comes into your space and they are behaving some way. You think and there, but mostly as a result of certain things they saw growing up, and they don't even understand why they are doing that. Because as you speak now, some of us probably would always want to sit outside and take fresh air, because we always saw our parents when we were young going out there to sit and with their sometimes towel or t-shirt, and they'll be fanning and sitting outside. And you see this man who has a beautiful house, everything is inside, but yet he will tell the son and the daughter that I'm going to sit at the porch and take fresh air. Although it's not negative, yes, it's not negative, but then it's as a result of something that happened when the person was young. Each one of us probably will be experiencing that. It may be positive, it may be negative, but we are looking at the negative aspect of anything that probably may affect your adulthood. Because she made mention of sexual abuse, that this person may have an affair, but not for pleasure or for anything. Others also wouldn't even get into it. Because, Esther, a minister shared this one with me, that couples who got married and almost 5 months, they couldn't consummate. No, the lady had experienced sexual abuse growing up, and she had never spoken of to anybody. I should know her growing up, and in marriage counseling session, she didn't tell the counselor. But whenever the guy get closer, excuse or crying or whatever, until the guy brought it back to the counselor. And when the counselor isolated her and the counselor was talking to her, she then pinpointed and told the counselor that these were her issues when she was growing up. I don't know. What do you tell people if somebody watching you had been abused growing up? Now, should the person talk about it? Should the person get help? Should the person ignore? And if the person do all these three, what would be the effect in this person's adulthood?
I think the person shouldn't ignore. It's not something that we should ignore. It's something that we should talk about. Mm-hmm. Because in that marriage, it means there is a work for the husband to do, a serious work. Because this lady needs to go in for counseling. The husband needs to reassure the lady, go at a very slow pace, which is not an easy work. Because I didn't come to marry you to go through this stress. Are you getting it? I've waited, and now that I'm married to you, I'm also going to go through this stress. So the lady should have informed the counselor earlier, so that something would have been done about it. Go through the process of healing and allow herself to heal and recover through that state. And I think she should have said it earlier.
Earlier, okay.
But depending on the person that did that, he or she doesn't even know how to say it. And when they do that, so they tell you, don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. So we as parents should start telling our kids. You tell them this is the private part. This time around, we can't even say it to only the females. You need to do both sides. So you say if someone touch you, be able to say it. When you say it, you will not die. The person is saying it because the person doesn't need to be what? Punished. Don't allow someone touch you, not even me. So you need to tell the person. Because such a person going through it will take a very long time to heal. And that can break the marriage. Because at what point can the husband also endure and go through something that he wasn't even aware of? That is deception. Or something that he has no hands in it, and he's the one coming to bear these consequences. Because when it gets to that stage, it takes time to heal. It has been recorded in the brain for a very long time. Whoever had the accident, I didn't want to pass there.
Yeah, you were avoiding reminders.
Yes, but I was forced. I discussed, I said, you people should force me to pass there. So when we are passing there, I think right at the early stages, I passed through that place for like 3 times. The first one wasn't a joke, but coming back, it still wasn't a joke. But the second time, I was involved in a conversation. So many better you trim. So at least you trim and nothing happened. So it made me what? Relax. So when you're able to report the trauma early, something can be done earlier. So instead of thinking about it, having so many thoughts and weird ideas about it, it will suppress it rather than keeping it. Because when you keep it and it gets to the early stages, it brings what? Problem to the house.
Okay. Viewer, it is getting interesting, and these are the things we discuss here. In case you just joined in, we are discussing childhood trauma against adult behavior. And something that we are doing as grown as we are may stem from as young as we were. So we shouldn't take any behavior ignoring any behavior. We should take every behavior seriously. And if there's the need for us to seek help, we should do so. This is the wounds of the heart. I'm going for a break, and when I return, we'll continue to know more about the behaviors that we started way back as young as we were, and it's having an effect on our lives as we grow now. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Hi, welcome back from the break. Thank you so much for staying with us. And this is Wounds of the Heart, where we are here to heal any form of wounds that have been created by emotional distresses, depression, anxiety, any psychological issue that had created that deep wound in your heart. I have Esther here with me. She's a mental health practitioner and an addiction specialist. As I said, she accepts invitations to talk to young people, especially male young people, and other institutions or corporate organizations on mental health. So in case you need her, as I said, please just call me and I'll connect you to her ASAP. The number to call will be sent on the screen, 0559535554, and you get to discuss whatever. But I said, I'm the producer, the original producer, so please don't worry. So we left by discussing this lady and the sexual issue about it. But the trauma, do we have minor trauma and major trauma?
There is not like minor trauma and major. What can be minor to you would be major to someone else. So I want us to differentiate that so that we can help people deal with their emotions. There is nothing like minor. I had a couple, their main issue was that from the husband, the wife doesn't serve her. Serve her.
Okay.
Please, table, like what we see on TV. From the female's perspective, we don't serve the father.
Serve the children.
We don't serve anybody.
Hey.
The food is put in a bowl, then we all eat together. So if you are not around and you come back and we are done eating, you also dish your food and eat. So it's not like she's being a bad wife. That is what she knows. That's what in the initial stages, I was drawing the point that everybody's belief system and values are different. So what you see minor is a major thing to someone. So I asked her, why is it that your father is not? I said, the mother said from the father, if you want to serve her, the first day she served the father. The father replied that, you want to kill me.
Whoa.
Because from the father's perspective, the men that they serve, they want to give you that anchine.
Whoa, then soon he should never ever serve individual again.
So from where she is coming from, she came to meet that we all eat together. So if we all eat together, then why should I serve you? So it's not like, it's not deliberate. That is the belief system of the same person. So you have different ideologies, I have different ideologies. From the backgrounds we are coming from. So what you might see minor might be a major thing for someone. So we shouldn't downplay everybody's issue. I had a man who came to me, he said, Aunt Esther, I want a divorce. Then the friend said, okay, no. Before you go through with the divorce, you go and talk to Esther. She's my friend. I'll call her, then you go to her. So after going to her, then you come back and say you want to divorce. Then we can talk about it. They know that you are very serious. So when he came in, I asked him, what is the problem? From him, he's a very industrial person. He thinks the wife does well when the wife brought an idea that he wants to do an eatery. And he's in the corporate world. So when the wife started the eatery, she looked for, how do you call it, opportunities for the wife. So after selling on the roadside, there are other companies who come in for the food.
Okay.
So all of a sudden, the wife's idea is booming. So they are doing so well. So when they were doing so well, she thought they should open other branches. So they opened other branches, and it was also what? Doing well. So the wife requested for a certain place and other things, to which he invested the money in it, because it was doing well, and it was letting him relax. But all of a sudden, money coming in from left, right, center became overwhelming for the woman. It became stressful for her. Sika bebre na eba no ntumi handle. I say pressure. And the man feels like with the opportunity then, then all of a sudden the woman said, baby, I say I couldn't mean to me then. So I will not do it. Yanko investor no. Mean to me
she wouldn't go there.
No, because it's overwhelming. I said, market near Badodo. So I asked him, yes, market near Badodo, she's right. Where is the background of your wife? So they live in a very small environment. They are okay. She won't say they are well to do, but they are okay.
They eat.
They eat and they are fine. Is she someone who was working? He said, no, she hasn't worked. That's the first work. I said, yes, it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming for her. So you should have calmed down, explain things to her. The fact that you are not taking part of the money, that doesn't mean that she should be fine. Yes, you invested in it, you do accounts for her and other things. But for her, you are the man, you should be able to provide. So if I am working and you are not bringing feeding money and it's still routine, no, you lose your manhood as a provider. Because from what you are telling me, that is where it is coming from.
Yeah, the money, the one is getting.
And your cognitive abilities and her cognitive abilities are not the same.
Not the same.
You want her to think like you. It is not the same. She can't think like you. So you should have calmed down. Take it a step at a time with such a person and explain things to her, and you'll be fine. So she now got to understand. Said, "Okay, so I think the problem was from me. I was overwhelming her with so many ideas at a go, which makes her have to be so responsible. And being responsible is very difficult. Because I said, "Me manage her, maybe manage her. And you're too stressful. That she couldn't tell you it's too stressful. I said, "What brain?" To me, and you were also angry, thinking, "Say, okay, I said what brain into no." And so I said, "What brain? What brain ampa? What brain ampa?" Because you see, I'm focusing na akọ ejuma ho. Attention and ka obema no. You are always in the house doing
calculation.
Yeah, calculation. And then orgy. And then orgy.
So with this trauma thing, childhood experience trauma, why would adults repeat some harmful patterns as they've grown from their child, from when they were growing up? Why would they repeat certain harmful patterns they experience as
The
child?
brain is powerful. The brain is not recognizing it as very harmful. The brain is very, very powerful. That's how come the mother is being beaten, she will grow up to also beat the wife. Because they see it as a man, if your wife does something that is wrong, you need to discipline your wife.
By beating the wife?
By beating the wife. That makes him more of a man. So sometimes it's the perception that is being built around the behavior of the person. Yes, because a woman too can tell you, if my husband doesn't beat me, I see that my husband doesn't love me.
We heard it, yeah.
When he beats me and pamper me, that is what I enjoy.
Is it because that woman saw, growing up, she saw that that happened to the mother?
Maybe from a relationship that he was coming from, that was what was happening.
Okay.
I think one podcast, the woman was talking about that. That from relationship that he was coming in from his house, they were beating the mother. So when he entered the relationship and they were beating her, she also felt it's okay. So when that relationship broke up, went to a man who is from a stable home, who doesn't beat women. He thought the man was a weakling.
Look at that.
So she wanted to leave that relationship because she feels that relationship is not working well.
This childhood trauma thing is not joke.
It's not joke. It's our beliefs. It's our beliefs. Someone who has struggled to be rich, someone from the slums, when it comes to be rich, it's a different ball game altogether. Those who are also in wealth already, when they grow, it's a normal thing.
They have never seen light out before. They have never seen that before.
Exactly. When that buy the Japadeja no, obeton ama hustler no, because the hustler has tasted poverty.
Yeah.
On person obeko back, we on tasty. Into energies near them, are different.
Different energies altogether.
So when we are dealing with people, we need to put in place their value system, where they are coming from, and how they believe things. That's why you can say, "Me say them abre me, person me babe bresa." And in so doing, me I say nkwala.
Yeah.
So them abre wa brabo mu no, me person me babe de.
We give them everything.
So we give them everything. We don't allow that child's brain to develop. We need my dear friend no delayed gratification, because bibi any an inside them, you here and now. But obeying no be who sabrabo onye den here and now. I always tell people, me wo by ne, me we no be survive.
Yeah.
Because right from today, me my we who say unkwa na obai.
But I've had conversations with some parents, especially women, that their greatest fear is to die and leave their children, because they think that if they die, they wouldn't get somebody to take care of their children.
They will survive. You are not God. You are not God. I pick things. I have a lot of fathers. Papa, mama, you back 12. Mama, 10 or more. They are men. Yes, they will tell you, say, you need to survive. I'm not training you to be dependent on me. I'm training you to be an independent person. And don't ever think that I won't survive. God will send people to take care of me because I took care of you. I did my part. So God would also do everything that He's supposed to do for me. So train up the child.
The way she go.
the way he should go. And when he grows, he will not depart from it. Those who have been given, like, let's say, proper upbringing, even though they come from a home, when they sway off, bringing them back on the road is easier because they possess certain values already. But those without the values, you are now going to start afresh to tell them what is right and what is wrong. So if you think you are pampering your child, you are doing that child a disservice. My uncle's house has got burned before. They came to ashes, ground zero. Just going to the station to pick the wife from work. Came back and the whole house was gone to ashes.
Chai.
That is life.
But today?
But today he has rebuilt that house again.
So it is possible we can heal from childhood trauma?
Yes. If you are able to recognize the trauma.
Okay. Then we are getting to the tail of the program. Is there any common signs for me to know that I'm still not healed from a trauma that I experienced way back when I was young?
When you become anxious about something.
Okay.
When you are anxious, like at the corner, say you are too anxious about it. It's how they will be a sit down. Would I get the same results? Then there is a question mark. But if you're able to recognize that I have this trauma to this thing that is happening to me, it's out of what I experienced from my childhood. You've done 50% of the work, and you would need to work through it. If you feel you can't do it alone, you can seek help from a counselor. Explain things to the person. I think I saw a client who went to the workplace. The mother died, got to a workplace and saw her mother in her boss. She saw her mother in her boss. The way the boss treats her, the way the boss dresses and everything. So she sees her mother in the boss. Then unfortunately, the boss too was workaholic and the boss died. She has become depressed.
Yeah, because the boss is no more.
The boss is no more. And she's like mourning the mother.
Yeah.
So I was telling her, you saw the boss as your mother. And the boss also died almost the same way your mother died. So this is a whole traumatic scene for you. You are re-mourning your mother. So you will need to detach, heal through it. See that your mother is gone, your boss is gone. So it's left with you. You have kids you need to take care of. You cannot change anything right now. So you need to restructure your life. And see that this is your boss, this is not your mother. Because the boss writes like the mother, the way her utterances are, the way he takes her work serious and other things. That was how the mother was.
Okay.
So she sees her mother.
In her boss.
In her boss. So it's like the mother didn't die. And she's now feeling that the mother has now died.
She's not grieving the mother properly.
Yes. So through that stress, she's falling sick on and off.
Oh.
She's losing weight. So it was his physician that says, no, this is a whole, I feel this is a psychological issue more than a physical problem. So after talking to her once, she's fine, she's living her life. I said, go and live life. You can't do anything now. So you yourself, you are a workaholic. So also restructure your life. You are afraid that you also die the same way. That's why you are afraid. So restructure your life and get back. And live life according to life's own terms, not your terms.
According to life's own terms, not your terms.
Yes.
Then back to the healing. How can one heal totally from a childhood trauma? You said that recognize the trauma first, and I
After recognizing the trauma, you start doing assessment into the trauma. That is, if you have the ability to do it. But if you don't have the ability to do it, just get a counselor and the person will help you. But if you can do it, assess it. Do assessment of the situation. Evaluate it. And know how best you can handle it. Okay, this is the whole issue for me. What are my strengths and my weakness? Okay, I know I can do ABC. How can I use the ABC to solve the problem? It is not done in a day.
It's not done in a day, okay.
It is one day at a time.
Okay.
So if you're able to cross A, you'll be excited about it. Then you cross B, then you come and cross C. So by the time you realize you have been able to cross all your bridges, you can use CBT in the house. That's cognitive behavioral therapy. So cognitively, what is happening? What behavior am I going to do? Am I going to put it down?
Yeah.
Putting it down works.
Yeah.
Like maybe something happened, you feel traumatic.
Taking stock of what.
Take stock of it for some time. So after taking stock of it for some time, you can do the morning one. You wake up in the morning, you write everything that comes to your head. Don't distort it. Write it. Just write like 7 pages and leave it.
Exactly.
Don't think through what you are writing. Just write.
Just write what is
everything that comes through to your mind. Write it. Okay. So at a point in time, go back to see the patterns in what you've put in down. Then you can pinpoint what is wrong with you.
Okay.
Because at a point in time, they know they have a trauma, but they don't know the exact trauma.
Okay.
Then when you start putting it down, you can put a pen to a pattern in what you've put in down. Then you can pick it up from there.
Esther. Yes, trauma is real. We didn't delve into post-traumatic stress or trauma itself. We were looking at characters or behaviors that we are experiencing as adults that probably stems from the way when we were young. And Esther had told us a lot of these behaviors and what we saw growing up. I'm sure that you are doing something as now that you don't know where it's coming from and how these things have been done. But then I can assure you that the assessment that she made of and getting to know who, why, whatever it is up to you to know. If you can't do it, she said that get a counselor, get a psychologist, enter there, tell them, sit down and tell them what you are going through. Tell them what you experienced. And people like her would help you understand the situation in which you find yourself and how best you can let go. As we end the program, I want you to, a word for parents who here and there, you said something, because parents are those who nurture the children growing up. What do you think as a mother, as a counselor, as a public figure, what do you think parents should avoid doing so that it won't affect their children when they grow up?
Okay, what I'll say is that parents should avoid, I want to use the right word, transferring their traumas to their children. You should allow them to be who they are. As Christians, pray to God to tell you how you should train that child. Because every child is different and has different purposes on this earth. So you need to look for the things you can do for your child. But don't direct your traumas onto that child, your fears, your mistakes, that you are avoiding it so that that child doesn't make that mistake. It's wrong. That's how come a mother will say, I didn't become a doctor, I'm forcing this child. Like, learn so that you become a doctor. Learn. The child also doesn't want to become a doctor. The child wants to become a mechanic. So these things put a whole lot of traumatic events on the children that we don't know. You give them trauma. Because that's not what they want to do. But that's what their parents are projecting on them. So as parents, we shouldn't project ourselves onto our children. Their difference. Let's allow them to express themselves. Then we guide them. Make their own mistakes. Then we do what? We guide them. The minor ones you can overlook. We should allow them make them. Then we guide them. Because if you don't allow them to do it and guide them, in the adult ages, they are going to make bigger mistakes that we can erase. But when they are children, we can erase because we are writing with pencils. But when they grow and they start writing with pens, we can't erase them.
She's not a first class student. She's an average student. So when you can write this quote somewhere, I don't know whether it's from her or it's from you, but she says something. I think we need to put it down that when they are children, because they write with pencils, we can erase. But when we grow up, we rise with parents, and it is difficult for us to erase. So as parents, let us train our children the way they should go, as Proverbs 22:6 says, that when they grow, they would never depart from it. Yet, in as much as we struggle to be where we are, we shouldn't give everything our children ask for. We should let them experience life, but not punishing them, but let them experience that life is like this, life is like that. And for that reason, when that child grows, he or she would show every blessed day, show his or her gratitude towards you as a parent. That mother, Dada, God bless you for training me up the way I am now. And that child would never ever experience any traumatic things when she grows up or when he grows up. In case you would want us also to discuss a topic that probably out of the conversation popped up, you can send them on the WhatsApp 0559 680066 or on the comment section on our Facebook or YouTube pages. That is Hope Channel Ghana. You can just put them down, because we are here to serve you, and she's not the only one that I am on. Said, other people also come as well, but we want to make sure that mentally every one of us will be sound, and when we meet the society, we'll be able to resonate well or cope well with the society where we belong. It has been a beautiful discussion with me and Esther. Esther, I don't know where. I will give you enough time to rest, and I'll call you. I'll call you back for us to talk more on mental health and addiction. And I hope and pray that may the Lord watch over us. May He give you the knowledge for work. May He continue to bless you and keep you safe. And those who are watching, I ask the Lord's blessing, and I ask that may the Lord give you understanding to everything we discuss here. That if you can do it, get somebody, a professional, a counselor, a psychologist, a clinical psychologist, to help you build up where you think it has destroyed. And for us to have a safe haven on earth here, we need to be mentally sound. God bless you for joining. God be with you for watching. And may you watch more, and especially share for others to watch this program, for them to be healed from the wounds that have been caused by anything called trauma or psychological issue. I have been your regular host, and help me appreciate Esther Chiwa Opoku for her time with me on this set. And you, God bless you for watching, and I'm glad that you watch, and I'm glad that you're making this program a success. I've been your regular host for the Wounds of the Heart, and my name is Pastor Daniel Bidibidiaba. I'm out.